Hey y'all, this is Margaret from Just Living Life, and I wanted to record this video for y'all. I am making a Italian chicken empandas tonight. So I am I will put the recipe down below for you to see. This is going to be quick, but right now I need to hurry up because it is very, very hot in my kitchen. The recipes, the ingredients are 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a half teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoons white sugar, which I'm not including in mine, 2 egg yolks, 3 tablespoons of melted margarine, and 4 tablespoons of water. And they say that the amount of water used varies depending on the humidity that you live. Now I'm going to take this, and I do not have all-purpose flour, so all I have is self-rising flour. I already have 2 cups of flour here, and I am going to take my 2 eggs. I have duck eggs here, just the egg yolks, and I'm going to place them in there. And I have my 3 tablespoons of melted margarine. 3 tablespoons? Yeah, 3 tablespoons of melted margarine. And I'll put them down there. And I'm going to start mixing this. Right now I have the chicken. You can probably see I'm sweating. I have the chicken cooking. It's boiling, so I can tear it apart, because right now all I have are chicken legs and thighs, and it's what was on sale, so this is what we will be using to make these Italian chicken empandas. You can see how this is starting to thicken up. Okay, I'm going to start adding the water, and since it is very humid, I'm going to go ahead and add all of that. I used bottled water, and we're just going to mix this up. Trying to keep this here so you can see it. I'm attempting to use my camera today, and I'm still getting used to it. So now you can see where it's getting to the point where I'm going to need to mix it up by hand. So get it mixed up some together here before I lay it out. You're to mix it, and some people say to place it on your counter covered up. Others say put it in your fridge. I think I'm actually going to put it in my fridge. See there, I had some flour that wasn't mixed in, so that's a good thing that you do dump it out. Mix this in together. So how are y'all all doing? We had heat temps today. The temperature hit about 94, and our heat index was 111. So we've been outside tending to our animals. We have geese, ducks, chickens, and rabbits. So we're out there giving them fresh water and spraying them down with our water hose, because they love it. They are in their new enclosure, so they are loving having all the space. You can see how it's mixed up. It's almost like a pasta you would have for well, a dough for pasta, basically, for spaghetti. Now you can see It's mixed really well. And I'm going to take this now and I'm going to put it in back in my bowl while my chicken is cooking. I will bring you around to see the chicken here in just a second. Bring my bowl back, place it back in there. It's just supposed to be to rest, so I will put that in my fridge. While I'm doing that, I will show you I have 2 chicken legs that are cooking. It's very hot. And once they're done and they are cooled down, I will come back and we will roll this out and I will show you the rest of what needs to be done. See y'all soon. Bye. Alright y'all, I'm back. I've already put a little bit of flour on my board here, and this is my dough that I had just made a little while ago. We're going to roll this out. Now, ideally, you're going to want to do them in circles, but since it's just my husband and myself, my table's wanting to move here. I'm going to do them in squares. I may do one in a circle just so you can see, for example, but the rest of them are going to be in squares. You're going to want to flatten it out as thin as possible, just like with a pasta dough that you're going to make spaghetti with or some other form of pasta. You're going to want to have it thin so it's not a really thick breaded wrapped around your food. I enjoy having a good calzone. I think I made a video about that recently. And homemade pizzas, do a lot of those. Anything that's quick, simple, and as you can see, I just mix the stuff together, threw the chicken in a pan so that it could, I hope this is not too bright for y'all. The chicken in the pan, let it cook while I was doing other things around the house. And that gave me the ability to have the dough part already ready and the meat cooking, doing its thing, while I was doing other things that I need to take care of. Like I'm starting some more iceberg lettuce, and I'm starting a few cucumber plants. Come next month, I believe. Let's see, July. Possibly next month. I watched a video from M.I. Gardner last night, and I'm not sure exactly. I think it was made in the last month. If I find it, I'll post it below so you can go watch it also. But he talks about how almost doing succession sowing, so you have another batch of tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, as fall comes in. And I thought that was just such a great and neat idea. And it is hotter than I get out in here, so I am trying to hurry for y'all. And my hand towel keeps trying to fall. Alright, so I'm going to use this size. I wish I had done this before I'd run it out, but I set it down in the middle of where the 6-inch tortilla size is, and it's fit inside there just barely. So you could say that this is like a 4x4 square that I'm using. For the round one, I'll use this large cup. We went to the Virginia Zoo in Norfolk, I think it was, and we got several cups because it was hot and we needed something to drink. But it is definitely worth going to see. So you're just gonna do like you would with biscuits. You're gonna place it down on your dough. You're going to cut them loose. I feel like I'm going to just pass out from the seat. I have my little handy dandy plate here. I have my oil heating right now. It's on. I had it on medium and I turned it down. I don't want it too hot, so it's between medium low and medium. I'll show y'all here in a few minutes when I start cooking. I'm just gonna place these on my plate so I can feel them here in a few minutes. So how has this heat wave been for all of y'all? I know it's been really hot for a lot of us. We've been doting over our animals because it has been so hot. Trying to make sure they're going to be okay. See, from this size cup, it's about this big. No. And I'm just going to wrap this around, maybe hopefully get one more square. And just trying to stay in out of the heat. My husband works for himself. He is self-employed. He has been for all of our marriage, all of our life. And what he does keeps him in the heat. So what he tries to do is try to get most of his work done early, and that way we can spend our days together cooling down some when we can. Of course, obviously there's times when you can't. He does landscaping and grass cutting, and he also, I say he does, he is cleaning up Virginia one vehicle at a time, because he hauls scrap vehicles, and every time he does that, he is taking a vehicle, and it's saving our environment on having to dig more iron and aluminum out of our planet. And it saves our planet, it cleans up our state properties, and it helps us have an income. And then when he's really busy, he hires people to help him, and it helps other people have an income as well. So, you know, it's a win-win for everybody. And of course, being self-employed is never perfect, but it's always been perfect for us because it's what's worked for us. It's allowed me to be a stay-at-home mom the whole time my kids were home. This last one, let's see, it's a little bit thicker, and compared to the other ones, it's just a little bit bigger, but not by much. So, but it is a little bit thicker, so it may be more bready. I'm worried about it being too thick. I don't know yet. So, I'm going to show you now. I took the chicken, I boiled it, I took it off of the legs, and I just took and tore it to shreds. Simple. For those of you that like numbers, I will try to measure some of this. If this is 2 legs, thighs, and the drumsticks, it's just me and him, so we freezer bag everything in tubes. I am using today Ragu Chunky traditional sauce. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know if it'll be backwards or not. It's backwards to me right now. And I will add, let's see, a little bit at a time here. This is half cup. And get it mixed in. I don't want it to be soupy. I just want the taste of it. And this is about making something quick and easy and that tastes good. Yeah, something a little bit more, maybe a 1/4 cup. Yeah, didn't quite fill it up all the way that time. Mix that in. And this is the filling that I'm going to be using inside the Empandas. So far. And then I'm going to take my low moisture burger part skim mozzarella shredded cheese. Whoop, there we go. And I am going to put a full cup in. I'm going to fill up my little humidity in this cup here. We love cheese. And so I want to make sure that we have enough. It's 1 cup. Plus the last time I used almost a cup of sauce, so it makes sense just to do this. Okay, looks good. So all this is mixed up together. This is your Italian filling, your Italian chicken filling for your Empandas. See? And that's how much it makes. And this is one of those containers from the Dollar General store. You can buy real cheap with a bunch of them together. Everything works. You can make everything work. Just like baby stuff. You don't have to have a lot. It's just to have what you need, and do like me. Use a Cool Whip container as a bowl. I've been doing it for years, and it works. That's all you have. Use what you have where you're at. You know, don't try to go out of your way to do something more than what you have, or don't wait to do something because you don't have exactly what somebody else has or what somebody else shows. If you don't like mozzarella cheese, or you don't like cheese period, leave it out. You know, I am placing these out here, and I'm going to put my filling in. I will probably end up using some of this filling just in a taco of some sorts. It looks like I'm going to have some extra left over. Now, the little one is not taking as much. But they are looking absolutely delicious. Filling them up, but not too much. I mean, I want to be able to close them. See if y'all can see that. See if we can bring y'all in so you can see that a little better. See about how much it is there. Yum. Bring y'all back out some. Alright. So, we are going to, let me bring this in so y'all can see while I do the edges of it. So I'm going to bring the edge over, all the way over. You're going to be able to see, you can even see where some of the sauce is trying to come. Whoop, sorry about that. Some of the sauce is coming out. It's a little fuzzy there. I might have to bring y'all back out. I'm going to just flatten it around all the way. And I've seen some people do this, and I don't know if I'm able to, but I'm going to try. They take and bring it around like this, and then again, then again, then again. It's supposed to sort of look fancy. Mine is not coming out looking fancy, but it definitely is looking like it will be delicious. And squeeze the end here shut, and there you go. Yeah, I guess that's good. Alright, I am going to do the rest of these, and then I'll bring y'all back and I will show y'all what I'm doing as far as how long it takes to cook them in the oil. It won't take long, but we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, bye. Alright, so to finish this, we are here. The pan, I ended up having it getting too hot, so what I did is I took it off the eye for a while. I actually have it on between low and medium low right now, and I suggest to only start it after you've completely wrapped them, cover them up, and then cut your oil on. Start between low and medium low and let it build up. And that way you'll know about how hot you need it to be. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to gently place them in here. The oil is still hot, but not as hot as it was, but it will start really bubbling here in a minute. It's ideal if it actually starts really bubbling at first, but it's okay that because I just cut it back on, but the oil is still extremely hot, burnable hot. So I'm just going to take these and gently place these in here. I end up taking the last piece, this is the little one, and cutting it in half and making two from it. Right. And I have one left. I'm thinking that one is probably going to make a mess because it's not completely sealed the way it needs to be. So I'll sit here, but I'm using my tongs. I've already got a strainer with paper towels over on this other side here. Have it covered. That. These are almost done, all of them. The chicken and everything is done. It's just the dough that I want to make sure is done. You can hear the oil starting to really kick up a notch. I'll cook that last one here in a little while because it is way past supper time for us. My little snafu of heating the oil up too much set me back for a little bit of time. And I'm going to cut my oil off. There we go. We're all done. Thank you for being here, sticking around with me. These are Italian chicken empandas. They have chicken, cheese, and a pasta sauce. Easy for any kind of dinner. Try it out and let me know how they work for you.